If you guys are watching this, that means you've seen what happened in the first episode. Our main character, Andy, took his life away from himself. Ziva. Oh wait, no, it's a guy talking. Ziva. It's over. Mission accomplished. And Lane is dead. What the? What? What the? This thing is messed up. Thank you all. I hope you had as much fun. What the? This is something. What the heck? What? 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 A job well done. No other better way to start the day, right, compañero? What? This is... Oh my gosh. Are you... What? Ozzy helps me up. Then I shake off the ketchup on my clothes. My shirt is up. My shirt is complete wreck. But what could I do? It was a small price to pay in exchange for some laughs. Oh my... What? That is one of the weirdest plot twists I've ever seen. We aren't known as class clowns for nothing. We eat crabs like this for breakfast. Oh my god. You weren't yourself. You were beating around the bush too much. What the hell was that about? With the wedding and the kids? Believe me, but it's not every day that you get a confession from Ziva, even if it was just acting. It's totally normal to start picturing things like a wedding and our 4 future children together. Wasn't it 3? A lot of things happened since then, compañero. Ignoring my friend's reproductive capacity in his dream world, I tried to get the class's attention. The show may be over, but the MC still has something left to say. Please listen, I have something to announce. Be quiet until I'm... Oh my gosh, that was disgusting. Be quiet until I'm finished. Ladies and gentlemen. Hey, Nossie. Sige. How am I not a gentleman? Thank you for coming to our little production. I do hope all of you enjoyed it. But we mustn't forget to whom we dedicated this practical joke. Someone who also had a small role to play, the teacher. A round of applause for our already beloved substitute teacher. Please come up to the stage and introduce yourself. You don't even know your name yet. I bet she's like standing on the desk. The target to all of the shouts and whistles. Our victim stands petrified against the wall, even paler than before. At first she appears frightened, then she frowns. Although finally she scowls, and begins puffing air out of her nose like an enraged bull. Yeah. What other reaction could we expect from our little prank? Right, then the 3 of us end up in the principal's office. Dun dun duh. 1,000 lies. Teresa's now at the Dujan Institute. Wait, something's lost. At the Dujan Institute, Aussie and I go for a walk outside of the school grounds, wandering with no particular destination in mind through the street that serves as the heart of our small town. It's become our routine. It's not even that big in the first place, but we live in a modest European townhouse whose inhabitants thrive off a rich history and modern-day political lies. I've lived here my entire life, and the only positive quality I can think of is a fresh, unpolluted air. In other words, it's really boring here. Although it's still better to die of boredom than to deal with those little brats back at school. Damn, I never expected for it to end so badly. I didn't think it was a big deal. Even though we were pranking everyone more often than before, we haven't done anything too terrible. Am I right? I guess that's just the risk we took with doing it to a new teacher. Some people just take life too seriously. Aussie said. The comedian standing next to me is Aussie Ealdwin. Ealdwin. He's a perverted narcissist guy who can't decide whether he loves women or his own reflection more. He calls himself a lady killer, and I can confirm that's true, in a literal sense, from shock and terror usually. Oh my gosh. I feel so bad for that guy. Well, to be honest, I know he has a reputation as a womanizer around the school, but from what I've seen, I'm skeptical. It stuck to me like a parasite ever since I transferred to the school a few years ago. Since then, just like with our little play, we wasted our time pulling pranks and being dumbasses together. Is this the start of a Jackass? Sounds like the start of Jackass. I'm just faking it. He really has a natural talent for it. Because of our infamous endeavors, no one can take us seriously. That's why we're known as class clowns above all else. In the tier, in the in all the years we've been studying here, we've never gotten into any major trouble. Just sometimes getting lectured or complained at. The fact that Aussie, though may it seem impossible, has the highest grade in the class probably has something to do with it. And I'm just a pretty face. I guess I'm a lucky guy who knows how to escape before the smoke sets off the alarm. But it seems we've scared the new teacher a little too much, especially by pretending she might have an immoral relationship with the student. But what else would we have expected from the age that places precedence on political correctness? Am I right? Real issues are shrugged off, while everyone is off living their own bubbles, dreading that somebody may try to pop it. Yeah, this is actually quite deep and true for a lot of people. Basically, right now they're discussing whether they should chop off our heads and which weapon to use, axe or guillotine. Guillotine. I didn't know there was an O there. Guillotine. I don't regret it though. It really wasn't that bad. They're just too sensitive. Hey, are you listening to me? Are you doodling again? Every time I get distracted, you always have your nose in that notebook. It's impressive how long it can take for Aussie to notice his surroundings. Since we left, I've been writing in this small pocket-sized notebook that I always keep with me. And no, I wasn't listening to him. I don't even consider it healthy to pay attention to him anyways. I've asked you a couple times already, are you gonna show me what you're writing eventually or not? We've been friends for like, what, 6 years still? You never let me see it. I puff and close the notebook with my thumb and index finger. It's a question that I should expect by now, seeing as this fixation of mine usually catches everyone's attention at some point. No, it's not weird to write entries in a diary or to jot down ideas, neither of which was what I was doing. It's only because I do it so often that it's even noteworthy. Ah, what am I writing? No, Ozzy, your question is incorrect, seeing as I'm the one who's writing anything. What? It's my hand. It moves by myself. Every time I have the premonition of a catastrophe, my fingers themselves scribe a feature into this notebook. I've been keeping it a secret because this power, if put in the wrong hands, could be used for evil. Catastrophe? Wait a second. Are you shitting me? Wait. Are you poopski doodling me? Catastrophe? How? Am I in danger? My friend's verbosity suddenly accelerates within a second. Okay. Meanwhile, I open the notebook and read what I had just written, then turn my gaze away and bite my lip. Mm, I, hey, I don't like that face. What did you just read? I hope it's not something harmful to me. Whew. At that very moment, I shiver. It was as if lightning had struck me, with no control over my body. I write a short sentence on a new page, then rip it out as a premonition finishes. Okay, now you're really freaking me out. What did you write? Uh, I can't tell you. Hand it over. Ozzy snatches the crumpled sheet of paper away from me. Finally, while trying to keep a composure that he clearly lacks, he reads its contents. This time is quickly approaching. Something worse than death will haunt you down. Ooh. Ah! I only touched your shoulder. Why'd you jump? How are my favorite cars? I've got good news. So hard switching between voices. What kind of premonition is this, CR? Well, I wrote something worse than death, and then Ziva came along. I think it hit the mark. This guy has a sense of humor. What are you talking about? And why do I get the feeling this isn't good? Resting. What's a mouth? Flippant face. Yeah. Let's not get into details. CR was writing in his notebook again, and I wanted to know what it was, since he never tells us. Ziva moves her gaze from Aussie to me, blinding me with sparkles shimmering in her eyes so bright that it resembles a lighthouse. What, laser eye vision or something? And so Indian was compulsively writing in his notebook again? Can I see what you wrote too? Can I? She tries to steal my pocket-sized notebook by jumping on me. But since I'm used to her trying this kind of thing, I managed to evade her in time and hide it away in my back pocket. Hands off, Sigmund Freud. Sigmund Freud is a guy with obsessive compulsive disorder. I think that's what he was. My dad told me to search him up, but do we really have to? Gee, so unfair. If you won't show it to me, then your treatment will never progress. Indeed. Don't be deceived by her charm and appeal. Ziva Shani is one of the most dangerous species in the world, according to 9 out of 10 experts, which is me and us, speaking from whatever his perspectives. While most of my fellow fauna will tell you the opposite, since they're madly in love with her, to me, Ziva's nothing more than a headache. I mean, just take a look at her. It's like she's acting straight out of an RPG with those clothes. But since she's attractive, everyone just turns a blind eye. If I had to describe her, I'd say she's a wannabe psychologist with a touch of insidiousness and deceit, but also determined to ruin my life since the very first moment we met this year. Shit. Ooh. Okay, this is weird. I lost my thingy. Where's my thingy? My thingy's lost. I'm sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry. You guys did not have to see that. I was just looking for what was making the sounds. We met earlier this year, the very first month. Her dream is to go to college and focus on the studies of the human mind. And what better practice than experimenting with mine first? Giddy pig. Somehow she found out about my habit of scribbling in my notebook, which she described as interesting and hasn't stopped bugging me since. She decided I'd be her test subject. Not a week ago goes by when she doesn't try to psychoanalyze me or fish my paper scraps out of the trash and read them. Even worse, sometimes she tries to steal my notebook so she can discover its secrets. At least now she calls me by my surname. Before that, I was just patient to her. I should do that to someone, like, if I actually try to go up and study psych, just go up to people and call them patient. Hey patient, how are you feeling today? The only thing that you need to be treated is your head, Ziva. Well, what were you going to say before you attacked me? Oh yeah, I almost forgot. I snuck into the teacher's lounge and gave him the biggest, saddest puppy dog eyes so I could pacify him. And blah blah blah, they only gave me the usual speech and sent me away. Aren't I lucky? Well, that should have been expected. It wasn't that bad. I guess I won't be scolded again this time either. Huh? I wasn't talking about you guys, just me. Then what part of that exactly do you call good news? I thought you'd be happy for me, and then I didn't expect you'd react so selfishly. Come on, they can't be that hard on us. If they let Ziva get away with it, then our fate will probably be the same. Right? We've done worse things day after day and nothing has ever happened, right? Yeah, but this time the master of this lady right here, who also insisted on participating. Wait, participating in one of our operations with us. She doesn't even care about what happens to her comrades now. Seriously, that explains why Ziva should participate with us in all of this. But it was you who owed me one in dating, so stop complaining. Plus, I was just messing with you. I wouldn't really hang you out to dry. You don't have to worry about anything. The substitute is angry, but the rest of the staff did really take it seriously. The only thing you got to do now is apologize to her and shed some crocodile tears to show her how sorry you are and you're finished. See how easy it is? I think that only applies for girls and not guys. Unless you're in elementary or kinder. Otherwise, the crocodile tears ain't gonna work. Unless you're really like some shameful guy where you're like, oh my gosh, this guy, I'm so sorry. I can't believe you don't trust me, Andine. You have such little faith in me. Little to none. Oh, anyways, that was bare minimum. You could have done since you were involved, so stop grumbling. I did help you though, so I want a favor in return. Can you come with me to request denied? No favors. Jeez. Come on, what's with the long faces? Remember how less than a month finals begins? Less fighting and more having a good time, so we can leave this place with a good impression. Okay? Okay. By the way, Ziva, what kind of favor did he owe you, if you don't mind me asking? I think this is the first time I've heard of CR owing anyone a favor without a bet somehow being involved. Hell, not too long ago, he wouldn't do anything unless there was a belt involved. I can't read anymore. Oh, it was nothing. I just asked my uncle if he knew about a certain package since he works at the post office. Speaking of which, he never did tell me what that was all about. He told me you'd explain it another time. I folded my arms and raised an eyebrow, resigning myself to answer despite my clear lack of interest. It's kind of a bad anecdote. Both Aussie and Ziva look at me unexpectedly. Their interests can't be more apparent. I initially resisted, but ended up yielding to the pressure. Alright, I'll tell you everything, but I'm warning you. It's just a depressing love story. What is wrong with my tongue today? A love story? Ooh. You don't have to tell the entire world, you know. I was aware that my young and pure Siren had already become a man. It must have been due to my benevolent influence. So, tell me, what kind of person is willing to put up with your eccentricity, compañero mío? I don't know what that means. Friend of mine? Hey, I always have to put up with you, and I don't complain. I'm joking around. But you complain every single day. Could you please stop beating around the bush? Okay. Straight to the point, I get it. I clear my throat before starting. Let's see, it all started this one night. I was inside my warm and comfortable room. But your room is a pigsty, I've seen it. Warm and comfortable, as I said. I was surfing the tortuous streams of the internet when my eyes fell upon a small ad, hidden under millions of poopskidoodly posts on a poopskidoodly form. That's when I saw her, the most beautiful of all muses, the most lovely of all creatures in this calamitous world I'm forced to live in. What, is she some deity or something? What the? It's got an anime. A super rare limited edition figurine carved by God himself. Screenshot. Don't tell me that you fell in love with a figurine. You're dead to me, Sierra. Hear me? Dead. It's just limited edition, okay? Ah, that changes everything. What is wrong with you? You're going to let me finish or what? Not even memories are respected nowadays. You humans disgust me. For heaven's sake, can you please just finish? As I was saying, tribulation soon came to pass. Price, loads of money. Its price much like its charm, but beyond the realm of reason. However, it didn't let that stop me, for my love endures more interest of hard solving, softly past, that waited that death, meals my wanted. Although I had condemned my soul to future implications, my heart was instructed with grief. Then I hit purchase. Click. Now I see where this is all going. Huh? Seriously? Well, he never got his delivery. That's why he asked me if I could ask my uncle to check it out. But that doesn't make sense. Couldn't you just ask the post office yourself? Here's the problem. I didn't order it under my name. I bought it with my dad's credit card without him knowing about it. Kind of. So I can't even pick it up. That's the drama I've imposed upon myself right now. You can leave your snot rags and tear tissues in the garbage to your left. Thank you very much. Now, a round of applause. You stole your father's credit card. What a model son you are. Yeah, I'm not proud of it. I regretted it afterwards, and I plan on paying him back. But I can't do anything if they lost the package. The weirdest thing is how on the website I ordered it from, the shipping page, instantly indicated that it was delivered, signed for and everything. How is that even possible? I don't know, but there's another mystery. Reminds me of Scooby-Doo. Also, your phone is one of the high-tech ones with internet and stuff, right? Can you lend it to me? I'm guessing that Ciaran and Dean is like holding this Nokia 336 C36, whatever that was, those Nokia old touchpad phones, and Ciaran and Dean is then Ozzy is just like balling it up with a Samsung Galaxy S7. Sure, give me a minute. Don't tell me you don't have internet on your phone this age. Day and age, indeed. My phone was more useful as a hammer than for communicating. Look at the biceps I got from carrying this thing around. Truth is that it broke not too long ago, and now I gotta buy a new one. But I'm lazy and in no hurry. I'll get a new one when the sale comes around. What an old timer. How is it even possible for someone to live without a smartphone nowadays? You can come back to the future any time now. McFly from Back to the Future, friends. I like the author of this game. Don't try to reason with him, Zero. He's a lost cause. Like, here you go, Yar. Do you know how to use it? Aussie then shows me an app to check my email, with just like I asked him to. I enter my email address and password with ease on the touchpad, and open the very first email in my inbox, presenting the screen to my classmates. See? Is that a threat? The email says the following. Dun. From Harry H. Ooh, is this? It's XXXXX. Bad punning. Bad things intended. To Ciaran Indian, Ciaran underscore Indian at YAHOOGOGMAIL. It's either Yahoo or Gmail. Y1 2 YAHO. Oh. Yahoo or Google. Subject, not for everybody. Can a figurine really come to life and disappear? If you want to know the truth, go find it. This Monday after class. Come to the playground in the deserted neighborhood. Good luck making your first decision. Ooh, is this gonna be the part where I decide something? After both of them read it, I hand the phone back to its owner while he's still in shock. What's this supposed to mean? What should I like to know? It's like almost like someone's challenging me to a duel. That's insane. You ordered a figurine. You didn't kill anybody. Right? A lot of people every single day I haven't had a professional hitman for the last 13 years for nothing. Don't look at me like that. Of course I haven't yet. So, who's this Harry H, if I may ask? Don't ask me, I don't know any Harrys. Not to mention that he used one of those free emails that anybody could create. There's really no way for me to know. Harry Potter? What are you going to do? I can't see the police investigating the kidnapping of a plastic figurine. It must be some kind of joke. Some kind of internet friend must have known about it and decided to pull a prank on me, right? You're just going to ignore it? Of course, I'm not stupid. Aren't you curious? I'd like to take a peek, but I wouldn't want to go alone either, just in case. I can live without knowing. I'm just upset that somebody would pull a prank like this after my loss. Doesn't anybody respect true love these days? That's a problem with you and Ying. Everything outside of your comfort zone bothers you. Preparing a surprise party for you must be hell. If it's just a joke, then you should laugh about it. Maybe even go there. It could be fun. What could go wrong, eh? I have nothing against surprises, but when nothing goes my way, then of course it's gonna upset me. Anyways, how did you manage to turn this impromptu therapy session? Just so you know, I hate you. Me? Therapy? What makes you think that? In fact, we could change the subject and talk about something more interesting. For instance, did you notice that during the anecdote you shared with us, you displayed symptoms of kleptomania, compulsive buying disorder, and paraphilia? And you don't even have a smartphone. That's the worst by far. I don't have a cell phone, so I don't have to talk to you two outside of school. And why do you care? The important thing is how everything goes for me. And you aren't helping. Well, we've killed enough time here. We should probably head back to the classroom now. With the intention of leaving before Ziva has a chance to toss me a couch, as he stops me with a question. Hey, CR, before I'd like to know one thing. If that book doesn't make you clairvoyant, what does? I write 2 short notes on the different pages and I tear them up, handing the first one to Oxy. I'll give you a hint. It isn't actually clairvoyance, but something similar. I pat him on the arm, bidding farewell and leaving him behind as he reads the note out loud in a hushed voice. You don't have to flirt with Ziva while I'm looking away. What do you mean? It's more like advanced than a premonition. Bad advice on that. Did you see my name? Did you write something about me? Let me see it. Maybe I could come up with symptoms and initials using my deductive abilities. Speaking of symptoms, how are yours, Steve? What do you mean? That love sickness you suffered during our little play? Is it possible that you suffered some after effects? You know, and I just so happen to know of a good remedy. Oh, now Ozzy is curious. That's cute. Well, we'll treat it some other day, okay? Ziva walks, leaving the lone reject behind as he puts his hand in his pockets and sighs. It's then that he finds the second scrap of paper that I wrote, which he slipped into his red pocket without him noticing. Because she'll turn you down anyways. Impossible. It's unfair that you can predict these things here. You've won this time. Let's end it here for part 2 on 1000 Lives. If you guys want to watch more, follow and subscribe my channel. I'll be here for, I don't know, a very long time. Let's save it in and goodbye. Subscribe and like this video.